Defensively now, KJ Jefferson running the football, how Arkansas does it. What needs to happen the most for Carolina to contain that run?
You cannot dirty dance with offensive linemen. You can't. A lot of times we get what we call read and react defensively, whereas you want linemen to grab and hold. I call this dirty dancing. Let me look in this gap. Let me look at this gap. Two gapping is what the right terminology would be. And no, that doesn't work because these backs and running quarterbacks are gone. They pass you, and the offensive lineman going to grab you. And when you try to get off the block, he's going to yank. Defensively, you got to be in attack mode. When you're playing a guy like that, a quarterback that's elusive, especially I think we need to see more stunts of our linemen, like getting in those gaps. Quick penetration is going to help stop or slow down Jefferson. You got to play in the backfield. You have to dictate what they do, right? You can't sit back and let them and then try to react. You have to dictate what they're trying to do. That means I have to be on the other side some kind of way. That's maybe run blitzes. That's maybe stunts, twists, whatever, zone dogs. I got to put the pressure on him. If they let him do what he do, the little quarterback counters and quarterback draws, and they're sitting there dancing with linemen, no, they're not going to stop them. I mean, we got to bring pressure. There's such thing called run blitzes or run dogs. That means we want to get on the other side of the line of scrimmage. You got corners that can cover on the outside. You got good safeties, right? So that front seven has to win big. And I think Clayton White's going to help them do that because you can't have what I saw a little bit last week, like 7 for South Carolina, was Jordan was getting way up the field. Way up the field because he's trying to go get a sack, but they were running the ball up the middle. That's what happened really on that first drive. Go back and watch it. Gamecocks 7 defensively is up the field a lot. And I think I might have talked about this before. You create a big old space that the linebacker can't fill it. That's too much. So they got to squeeze down. You got to read those tackles. When they short set, they call it short set, right? When they run them little counters and draws, they short set you. You got to squeeze, put your hand in the chest, put the body of those tackles down in the C gap. Now his body takes the place of the C gap, and the backs are forced to bounce outside. Now you can get outside and come and make a play. I mean, so these things that they have to do, shut down the running game, make them be good on first down, make them play behind the sticks because Arkansas doesn't play well that way. They like short and medium. They like the second and short, third and medium. They want play action to come into play. If they first, second and 12, second and 9, third and 7 plus, and they're forced to be a passing team, Jefferson's not good at that now. He's good at the play action throwing, but you make him obvious passing situation, I'm not worried about it. But they got to be great on first down. That means because they know that's a big running down for them. So if they can play on the line of scrimmage, on the other side of the line of scrimmage, dictate, take the fight to them, make them make moves out of what they're doing defensively, I think we'll be okay. But that's a big if.
To me, on paper, it seems like not an ideal matchup for Carolina, to put it mildly. It seems like a pretty bad matchup. 1 through 10, you agree? How tough a matchup this thing is for Carolina? 10 being the toughest. You put it up there, 8, 9, somewhere in there.
Yeah, 7, 8. I go 7, 8.